I'm using my angel bell a lot lately. I'm with Jimmy Mack. Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, I love that.
I know.
That's
Look at
new.
this little angel bell. Ding, 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 ding. Calling
You
him
gotta
in.
use that. You should use that as almost a wind chime and scare away all the evil spirits with that.
We're going to talk about dark energies.
There you go.
And it's not even Halloween. We touched on it a little bit in our Halloween video. So
Sure.
I have to do monthly videos with Jimmy Mack because I need my Jimmy Mack fix.
There you
I
go.
have to mainline Jimmy Mack if I don't see him.
Okay.
So we're doing these things to um, shift the energy and the vibration of people watching and me. We always get our little pendulums out and shift some things. But I wanted to touch on dark energy because I had kind of an experience, as healers, as people on a spiritual path, we go to a lot of workshops, we're around different people, we're maybe peering into portholes, calling things in, and something kind of scary can attach themselves. And I did have a little lower vibrational infiltration. They tried to make their home in me, and I got that taken care of. But and I'm writing about it in my book, so I won't give too much away.
There you
But
go.
I was freaked out. So Jimmy, tell us about this. What's
Gosh,
happening?
I really feel like everybody kind of has a different gift of sight or sense or sound or what have you. And I use my big giant saltwater fish tank as an example, and you and I could be on one side of it, and we see 5 or 6 or 7 different fish, but perhaps the person that worked on you, the evil spirit stuff, is on the other side of the fish tank, and they're seeing some blue fish over there. Now, is it there? Yeah, it's probably there. Just we can't see it.
Yeah.
So I think everybody comes at it from a different angle, and that's all well and good. I do find that when I had my NDE, they really showed me it was stuff at the end of a runway. It was as if I was up in a giant tower, almost a control tower of an airport, if you will. And at the end of the runway, it's much smaller than we give it all credit for, heebie-jeebie wise. And it was shown as like little snakes and little spiders and skunks and little tiny baby stuff. So that's how high up above we are from it all. But my favorite joke I tell of my attorney friend is we were in the movies and they were coming up on the Halloween trailers. And they were so bad, right? They're like, the hands reaching out from the floorboard, it's bloody, and yanking the person down. He turned to me and he goes, "Are you going to clear us after this?" And I said, "No, I'm clearing us now.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait, So point is, I find too in large groups of people, as you brought up, you can bump into somebody, you can do a lot of different things. You can go to a hospital, anywhere there's large groups of people. Hospitals, sporting events, somebody bumps into you, whatever. You can pick up stuff, just that simple. And I liken that to, I stay out of protection versus good versus evil as much as I can, but I liken it to you're vegan and eat well and all that, but if you go with me and we go to some greasy spoon tomorrow morning early for breakfast, and they're cooking bacon in there and eggs and all that stuff, you could eat a fruit bowl and have your green tea and everything else, but you're going to come out and your clothes are going to smell like bacon.
Yes. That's why I can't stand to go to those places.
Yeah, you can't even get around it, right? You
Right.
don't want to burn your clothes and take a shower and start over, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing. And so we do tend to pick these things up, and it does happen. It is real.
It's real. I felt it. I felt it coming into
Yes,
me, and I had real symptoms. I mean, it was
Right.
not pretty. But at
Right.
first, I was ashamed. I was like, "What did I? I'm on this path. Did I do something wrong?" And I was embarrassed. And oh my God! And then I find out everybody I talk to has had this experience as well within the healing.
Yeah, it's some way or another, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were talking about it before, but people do different things. They sage, there's theta healing, matrix energetics, a lot of different forms of healing and things you can change on that. So
how important is it on a daily basis for people to clear themselves, to protect themselves?
yeah, I do it every day, certainly, and whether I leave the house or don't leave the house, stuff I think still kind of miss on occasion. If you go outside, bump into somebody, talk to somebody, what have you, and you can kind of pick up on in a hurry who's naughty or nice, if you will. But I would clear myself daily, and that's what we do with the pendulum, you and I. So I
Mm-hmm.
would start out with clear, and I'll run through that real fast for you too.
Okay, we'll do it.
So,
In 1 second, though, before we do this, what is a simple way somebody at home that has never done this or heard of this can do? Just sage the place or themselves, or state an intention. What would be a simple thing for somebody?
yeah, that would be probably that's okay. Sage in the place. If you feel icky, it's probably not you. You're probably picking up on something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have flu-like symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
They take on different things, psychic attacks or road rage, that kind of thing. A lot of
Yes.
times that isn't even the person.
Right.
That's
Or people standing in the bank, like screaming, like, hurry up.
Yes, I love it. And even if they're like that all the time, then
Yeah.
they're probably what my friend would call ate up with entities. And if they're not like that all the time, that's not them. That's
Yeah.
what they've picked up, and that's really forcing them to kind of show themselves.
I wear my black tourmaline every day.
There you go. So there's a lot of different things like that. But I'd go with clear. I would want to clear myself daily, myliquidfish.com. People can look that up. That's what I do. Unclear is everything that we're not going to pick up from that. And I'll go really fast for you so you can hear them. But just pressing kind of the old Staples button where they'd say, press the Staples button for the big Office Depot kind of place. And it's got 111,000 or some odd products. And I believe they since were acquired. It's Office Max, Office Depot, whatever. But that's my button. It would be clear. And it would be clear of all these things. So I'm going to say them for you before you even use the pendulum.
Okay.
So you can hear it. So there's what I used to say. And it would be, and I got to close my eyes to think of it, entities known, unknown, named and unnamed, tag-alongs, waywords, dark clouds of all shapes and sizes, curses, hexes, psychic leeches, the fallen, all lost souls, returned soul fragments, vows of celibacy, vows of poverty, aliens, alien probes, oaths, vows, fealties. So, and then unclear would be everything that I didn't just mention. And by doing clear, we're saying to spirit basically take out all those words I just said one way or the other and just release them. Unclear is everything that's not included in that, because with this great universe there's a ton of stuff we don't even know about,
Right.
named and unnamed, and we don't even realize. Could be alien, could be who knows what, right? Halloween movies, all that's entrainment, all that's real. If you and I sat there and watched 8 hours of Halloween horror movies, chances of us having road rage or fighting on the way to the car from the movie theater, would certainly be increased. So, because you're just kind of grumpy, it's just
Yes.
not a good situation. So, and that's fear-based too. But go ahead with your pendulum. We'll just see. So, for you and me and everybody that's ever watching, we're just going to go to clear right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
It's clear.
Yep, and then we'll check in with unclear, and just that we're talking about them, but it'll probably go unclear yes. Isn't that funny? And we're going to change that to no.
It's
And
going
want
to
that
no.
be that.
You guys, I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything. Jimmy's doing this on
There you
Skype.
go.
He's in Florida. I'm in
And then
LA.
running forward would be body, mind, spirit, relationships, money. Basically, we have the car and drive. So everybody that's ever watching this, listening to the sound of my voice, are going to change it to yes right now.
There it goes.
There you go. Okay. So something as simple as what we just did, however long that took, it wasn't long, but that's kind of, I would tell even what my mother calls the terribly wealthy or the movie stars, we eat, we poop, we, wash our clothes, we take showers, and the same with that every day. You really want to kind of get clear and clean yourself
Yes,
up.
I think that was my problem. I wasn't doing that every day, and I came in contact with a lot of people. I was healing people and reading, doing my angel readings with my board and all that. And speaking, you mentioned aliens. Do you know anything about these reptilians?
There's so much out there. It's infinite. So whether it's that or grays.
But
or
some of them
blues.
are kind of malevolent, right? So some of
Sure, absolutely. And Stephen Hawking said it best. He said, if we ever come into contact with them, I don't think it would end well. So I'm sure there's plenty that are not benevolent either.
right,
So.
but they come in. It's at different dimensions and energetically. So that's
Correct.
They could come in and yeah.
Yes, and I believe there's some even healing methods that are somewhat alien too. And so it's good or bad, but
Right.
if it's helpful, then great. So
awesome. Jimmy,
makes
thank you.
sense.
Thank you for clearing us. Thank you for clarifying on the dark energies. And stay safe, you guys.
Thank you.